Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to all Dato' Tan Sri, Dr. dan juga participant of Smart Cities seminar. It's a knowledge sharing session, so of course banyak benda kita boleh share, but I would like to discuss or share something that we have done with our customers and then closely working with KPKT for that matter and local government. So this is about what we have done or things that can inspire or give some ideas for the rest of local government. Perhaps you wanted to do something or you already have some plan, but perhaps you wanted to see what's the real implementation that could be accelerated in your domain or your area. Okay, next. So basically, of course, as a national telecommunication provider, we are embarking into, expanding into about the reachability, because yesterday we listened so much talk about the needs of the connectivity accessibility for us to develop or implement the smart city solution. So this is the role that we are playing closely with the government via My Digital, via Jendela, and also Penjana for that matter in terms of funding and whatnot. So we are going to expand our digital infrastructure to support the digital economy. So we are transforming our organization to become not a traditional telecommunication provider, but into a digital telecommunication provider. So we are together with you guys, or in the journey to achieve a digital Malaysia with the supported digital infrastructure. So we have all the sort of elements or infrastructure to support the smart city implementation. Next. So definitely we are gearing up to support our country vision to increase in terms of the GDP contribution. It's inspired that by 2025 or by 2030, we wanted to have like more than 22% GDP contribution coming from digital economy itself. So in order for us to do this, definitely the basic infrastructure or digital infrastructure need to be in place. We need to also address those during or in the area there where the density of the population, in terms of the number of businesses, the society, the community, we need to ensure that all the infrastructure are well connected, the bandwidth are adequate to run all the smart city projects and also implementation. And then in order for us to do this, we have to work closely with all the parties from public sectors, from the government agency, and also the community themselves. So this is the aspiration that we are going to support in the next few years to come to build the digital society, the digital economy, and definitely the digital government. Next. So come pandemic, this is something that very timely. Some people say that it's a very fortunate for telco business in these pandemic issues or pandemic era, right? Because everyone or everybody need to stay at home, but still need to perform your normal work or normal duty. So this is where we also understand that not only during pandemic or COVID-19 crisis, we know that in the future there will be more cases in terms of the occurrence that require us to interact digitally. We cannot afford to have like face-to-face meeting or doing things like normally we do or we did in the past. So we need to understand how we can use all the resources that we have, the infrastructure that we have, the plans that we wanted to execute, utilizing the digital infrastructure, the smart cities element, and then how we can still achieve the intended benefits out of this. So COVID-19 has spurred a lot of initiatives that being accelerated further. Before this, it could be in a conceptual stage, but now during the COVID-19 pandemic crisis, we see a lot of digital transformation that transform normal organization become a digital organization. Next. So here we are at TM, and then TM1 is our digital enabler for public sector and enterprise sectors. We are developing a lot of smart city solutions, and we are working closely with local authorities and government in order for them to really realize their plans and the framework that they have put in. Yesterday, Encik Farabi covered very good comprehensive story or insights on how we can have that plan at national level, at a local level, and also at the district or areas that we wanted to implement those plans. So now it's about how to execute the plans, and this is some of the technology or available solutions that can realize those stream or the plan or framework that you have, and then we can work together to do this. So we are covering in terms of the whole perspective of solutions coming from three angles or three components. The first one is how we develop the smart premises and also smart community solutions. The second one is we understand in the city, there are people who live in the city, work in the city, and also play in the city. So this is how we can integrate those elements or the solutions, become an integrated, connected platform. And then last but not least, definitely, whenever we have all these solutions in place, we need to also know how to operate it, how to maintain it, so it become a sustainable solution for us to use and also to enhance in future direction. So next. This is the snapshot of some solutions that we have for all local authorities. If you wanted to implement and based on your plan or your framework. So we cover from all end-to-end solution coming from the street lights. So our energy saving street light can reduce, this is based on the data or the POC we did with some of the local authorities. It can save up to 69%. So imagine this saving can turn into new funding that you can utilize to embark on another initiative. So we know that the operating budget require a lot of effort in terms of getting the budget, spending the budget prudently. And then when you want to have like a new initiative to put in place in your areas, it could be something that you are facing in terms of the costing and whatnot. So when we able to save or to reduce the amount of fund to be used to operate the implementation of your smart city, this could also benefit in terms of your future implementation initiative. And we also have the smart surveillance. This is, to help, like just now, the first session discussed about how can we have like a safety or safer public, areas and then things that we can help PDRM for that matter. If there are any criminal cases that took place in certain area, if we have that CCTV installed in that area, we can always play back and then also can analyze, because now most of CCTV we can fit onto our backend system where we have all artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithm to detect the behavior suspects of criminal activities that could happen, and this will help in terms of maintaining the public safety. And we also have a smart traffic light solution. This is going to help in terms of the journey or the experience when we enter a city. So this is also the solution that we have showcased in a few local authorities or government agencies throughout the country. And then we also have a smart parking. It's also again utilizing the camera, the digital apps, and then the online e-wallet payment, where we can reduce in terms of the people who need to man the traditional way of how we serve the normal parking system via digital solution. We also have smart premises. This will reduce in terms of the needs for people need to buy or install their own gadgets or smart automation in the building. And then this also will increase in a way the value of the housing or the premise itself. This is a work in progress that we are working with a lot of developers for this smart premises solution. And then definitely we also have a smart building. This is how we manage the whole operation of the building in terms of maintaining the efficiency and whatnot. And then the rest of the solution, we can discuss this in greater because we have a very short time to cover this. Next. And at the back of the solution, definitely the end-to-end technology to support this. So of course, I guess this will be something that is not enough time for me to deliberate on this. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so when we talk about the KPTT Smart City Framework, we have almost all the solutions to support the aspiration to have a smart living, smart people, smart economy, smart environment, smart government, smart mobility, and also the digital infrastructure to support all this. So we will also can discuss this in great detail if you have any requirement in your local authorities agencies. Okay, next. Okay, so I think this is the final introduction for me. It's about working together to accelerate in terms of implementation. I think we have covered this pretty much in the previous sessions, where we cannot work alone. We have to understand how to do this together, and then putting all the strengths, and then put all our experiences and things that we can do better, and then work in a cohesive environment. So the next the slide, I think, pretty much about the experiences that we have done in Langkawi. We have showcased 11 use cases to show how the smart city implementation, smart tourism, and so smart culture, and all these can be integrated to the next slide. Perhaps we can also establish an integrated smart city command center. We have this in Langkawi, that this also can be replicated in all local agencies should you want to have this integrated smart city command center.